Hey, friend, welcome back. As always, I'm your host, Brian Davis, co founder of Spark Rental, and I'm on this journey with you. Every month, I am in the trenches, investing my own personal money alongside our members in our co investing club, finding passive real estate investments, earning cash flow from passive investments, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So, with that, we are going to bring in today's guest. He is an expert in raw land investing, Mark Podolsky, aka the Land Geek. And Mark, tell us about how real estate investors can use virtual assistants to run their business.
Brian, I love this question because so often I see people building themselves a real estate job. And this is the best time ever to be an entrepreneur. We literally can tap talent from all over the world to do inexpensive tasks in our land business. So if we're going to break down essentially the jobs that I would want done in my land business, we're going to start off with somebody doing intake, which is they're going to field the calls from sellers. So when I make an offer, the seller sometimes wants to call and yell at me, or they're confused by it, or they want to negotiate. That is not a good use of my time. So I want to find somebody who has excellent English speaking skills. Usually it'll be someone in America, but it could be someone in Jamaica, it could be someone in Latin America. They're on Central Standard Time, and they absolutely could do that job. So from a virtual assistant standpoint, the resources you could look at are going to be upwork.com, hiremymom.com. You want to maybe go to fiverr.com, but there are so many places to tap into virtual assistants. And then you would simply go to a chat GPT and say the prompt, I'm looking for an intake manager who has excellent English speaking skills. They're going to handle, they must have a lot of patience and handle calls from sellers and have excellent negotiation skills. Write out a job description for me to use on various online platforms. And that's it. And then you got your intake manager. You're going to do the same thing for a virtual assistant, perhaps for, let's say, due diligence. Or let's say you want somebody for marketing. I want you to be able to create ads, and you're going to post them on these various platforms and social media. And then you might want to have a sales assistant as well. And so you're going to break down each part of the land business, and you're going to hire your virtual assistant team. Now, Brian, if you're thinking, gosh, that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Wouldn't it be great if there were companies out there that already had trained virtual assistants that knew the land business? There are. So you could go to a company like Land VA, the number 4 and the letter U.com. And you could just say, hey, I heard, I was referred by the Land Geek, try to get the Land Geek discount, and they will work with you. Those are Jamaican virtual assistants. They already know, and they're trained by my team because the owners of that business went through my coaching program and had a virtual assistant company. If you prefer, say, the Philippines, there's a company called landmasters.us. Absolutely. You could use them. If you're doing due diligence and you don't want to hire someone and train someone, there's a company out there called parcelreview.com. They will do it for you as well. However, what I would do if I were you, dear podcast listener, is I would start with the agency and I would get their SOP, or I would get their playbook, their standard operating procedure. I'd work with them for a few months and then I'd bring it in-house. It's a lot cheaper. You own it. You can improve it. You can groom that person. They have the growth. And then you have the playbooks. You have the SOPs. Should something happen with that virtual assistant, you know exactly who can come in and train them up. And that's what I would do.
That is awesome advice. Very actionable. Mark, in 30 seconds or less, how do you help people and how can listeners connect with you?
I help people solve not just their money problems, but also their time problems so that they create a passive income that exceeds their fixed expenses and they can have total freedom to work when they want, where they want, and when they want. So the first thing I would do is get a free book, Dirt Rich, that I wrote. It's going to give you the step-by-step process of how to create that passive income without renters, rehabs, renovations, or rodents. I'll have the link for you, Brian. Click there, just pay shipping, and get started.
Awesome. Mark, thanks again for coming on the show. And guys, if you enjoy these conversations that we have, please rate, review the show. Makes a world of difference to us. And we will catch you on the flip side. Bye now. Wondering how private equity real estate investing works? We get it. A lot of investors are put off by phrases like private equity or real estate syndication, but these completely passive investments are actually a lot easier than buying properties directly, buying properties yourself in your own name. So we offer a free 40-minute class called Hack the Rich, 7 Secrets We've Learned from Private Equity Real Estate. There's not even a sales pitch at the end. We'll show you how to invest in these on your own without any help from us. So go to sparkrental.com/hack to take the free class. And we can't wait to chat about your questions.